welcome back to Sky Heiser Productions coverage of the St. Louis Disc Golf Club Killer Bees, sponsored by Discmania. We're at Sioux Passage Park for round 2 of the Passage. I am Alan Hooper.
And I'm Taylor Thomas, and we have our league card for this round 2, same day B tiers. We have Andrew Presnell at 7 under, Jake Anderson at 4 under, Nathaniel Romans at 2 under, and Derek DG Green at 2 under. And we have hole 1, dead straight, par 3, 369. And it was windy at La Vista. This is the same day. This is even more windy.
Yeah, and Sioux Passage is a big, hilly, kind of a little more open in some ways than La Vista, and the wind is really going to be affecting shots here, and there's lots of OB, not necessarily on the front 9, but you'll see it on the back 9. Andrew Presnell looks like he's throwing a drone.
Going around the tree. Get some hyzer in, and whoa, that's how you start off your round.
Yeah, just absolute perfection.
Jake Anderson here, sponsored by RPM.
Jake's got a lot of power, great form, puts a lot of spin on the disc.
He does. A little short, but has a outside the circle putt.
Nathaniel Romans, I believe he's from Kentucky. He comes up quite a bit and plays in St. Louis, so not too uncommon to see him on the league card up here either.
Thinking the hyzer just hits that big tree.
And Derek DG Green, repping Team Smoking Aces.
Hyzer's coming left also.
Yeah, a little too much nose up. This is an interesting hole. You have to kind of throw over like a crest of a hill and then get it to go down and fade. Good starting hole. As Nathaniel just pitches up.
About the same distance for DG, also laying up.
Yeah, a nice stress-free par putt is not a bad thing to have on the first hole of the day, or of the round.
Oh, Jake giving it a bid.
Yeah, it stays pretty close though, so should have an easy par.
And that's also one thing about Jake. He plays very aggressive all the time.
Yeah, we do have some older baskets out here that the club is looking to reinvest, I believe, in this course this year. So maybe next time you see it on camera, you'll see some new baskets.
Good comebacker for Jake. Nathaniel tapping out his par as well as DG did too. And then we get to Andrew with his tap-in birdie.
Yeah, great drive from Andrew, just stretching his lead out a little bit more. And we move on to hole 2, par 3, 402 feet, over the valley shot. You've got some trees to contend with, short left, so you want to swing your hyzer out wide and ride the wind and maybe get a skip up into this green. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow Sky Heiser Productions on YouTube and their other socials.
Look at that good wind bounce.
Yeah, Andrew using that wind and playing it wide, but doesn't really swing it in left enough. It just kind of hangs it out.
It's looking good too. It just kind of hits the hill and stops.
Yeah, should be pretty far up there though. Maybe circle 2. Nathaniel put a good move, but got a little drop because he got some turn out of it. So he's going to be well short.
This is kind of the typical play when it's windy out here. It's hard to get to that basket.
Yeah, DG nose up a bit. And it's fading out. Oh, pretty good tree there to keep him a little bit closer than I think he might have been. And Nathaniel looks to be pitching up from about 80, 100 feet to a tap in.
Perez is also just kind of laying it up.
Yeah, holes 1 and 2 were both playing slightly above par. Hole 2 slightly harder at 0.15 strokes over.
Jake has circle 2 putt, looks like. Gives it a bid, kind of goes away a little bit.
A little high left again. Still has some work here.
Just a little left.
Yep, left side, kind of weak, so did not stick. I wonder if a player like Jake has to worry about playing on Mach 3s with their, because he likes to putt very hard and direct, and I wonder if he has to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know when I'm playing on Mach 3s, it's a little different of a putt. Everybody else tapping in their 3s while Jake takes the bogey. On to hole 3, par 4, 680 feet. Have to miss this tree going uphill, and then it kind of flattens out, and it's downhill into a ton of trees. Low ceiling everywhere, just hard to access this basket.
Yeah, you've got a variety of options here. I think the easier place to be is high on the hill on the right, because you can swing a hyzer into the green. So a lot of people throw a roller or just a big turnover, kind of like this. This is a little low, but
This is looking really good.
yeah,
That's fine.
It's fine. He got past that tree. He's up to the right, so should have some options from there. And this hill does slope right to left, so if you hyzer out, you tend to hyzer down the hill, and then you have more trees down there to contend with before you get to the green.
Just missed that. Just hits it, drops it right at the tree, but he's past it, so that's good.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to birdie from, though. Jake, this looks a little early, maybe. And he's heading down the hill.
You got the distance.
Yeah, got a lot of distance.
A lot of trees to contend with now.
Yeah. You just kind of have a lot of low ceiling branches and not really a clean way to get to the basket from down there. And Nathaniel was short of that tree, but he put a good move on that one and catches a late trees, drops him short, but he'll have maybe 180, 150 in.
DG's trying to go around that tree as well. Oh, the wind just keeps lifting it.
Yeah, he seems to be kind of getting the nose up on his throws today, which, if you're playing into a headwind, that can be very problematic.
Just going way wide.
Yeah, this is that wide hyzer play. If you have the power, I think it's definitely the easiest way to get clean to the basket, but he leaves it short.
I think he's wide open, though, too.
Yeah. Jake kind of going up the middle. He got really far on that first shot.
don't exactly know where he went there. I'm guessing everything kind of filters this little ditch, so that might be where he is.
Yeah, Nathaniel trying to swing a hyzer. Kind of trickles down the hill a little bit, but maybe 35, 40 feet for his par.
DJ with the slide up to the basket. That's really good.
Good shot. Great ground play. Jake looks like he's got a nice hyzer angle here. Whoa.
Oh, he almost skipped it in.
Yeah, that skipped up pretty high. Must have. It looks to be circle's edge there. Andrew, what, 70 feet for birdie maybe? Oh.
Gives it a pretty good bid.
Yeah, right on the pole, just a little bit higher.
Oh, just clips the top. Just a little low.
Jake just doesn't seem as confident as I normally see him on with the putt.
Yeah,
so far.
Hole 3 was playing 0.6 strokes over par, so it was hard. I'm pretty sure it was a straight headwind for the entire hole, which makes this very hard.
Yeah, it's a long way playing uphill at first, so you tend to have a long shot into the green, and then there's just a lot of trees. So Jake tapping in a bogey. Derek got his par. I think this is a bogey for Nathaniel.
Oh.
Yep, good stick
Catch.
there. Yeah. And Andrew tapped in par. Love the beautiful big old trees.
Thank you to Gateway again. And on to hole 4, par 4, 543 feet, way up the hill. Trees on the left. Right side has mature trees that you can kind of maneuver, but just want to play as straight as possible, as far as possible.
Yeah, this is about as uphill as you get. And you also have kind of these couple early trees to contend with, so... And Andrew does really good there. Yeah, there is a pretty specific line and angle you have to hit here. Derek does well with it. Yeah, all pretty good shots so far, but
yeah, it's
again,
hard to get much farther than this.
Yeah, you basically just want to get out and up to that. There's kind of like a little flat spot up there, and then that leaves you with another 300-ish foot uphill hyzer. More trees late to contend with on the right, but definitely a scoreable hole after 2 good hyzers.
Yep, from here it's probably about 280 more. Hits that one of the mature trees that you gotta miss.
Yeah, it kind of pinches you off into this little corner up there, and then you've got the bushes on the left and those trees on the right. So this second shot is very specific. Jake's in a great spot. And this looks great.
Good going. Yeah, circle's edge, 30 to 40.
Derek also had a great drive, but again gets the nose up and gets that lift into the tree branches.
Prez got really far up here.
Yeah, this is a smash. I mean, he's got to be like near a pin up there. Yeah. Not really sure where that upshot went, but Derek throwing his third. And he's parked.
Great shot.
Yeah. Tap in 4 is fine here. Hole 4 was one of the easier holes on the day, actually. One of the few holes playing under par, slightly at .04 under.
Prez's upshot got up there.
Yeah, misses from about 45, but pretty good bid. And Jake.
That's a little short again.
Yeah, still just a bit off.
Looks like everybody's just tapping in their 4s.
Yeah, pretty common result. You see some birdies, not a whole lot. Shout out to Corey Raines and Jeremiah Dwyer for getting their 3s on this hole today.
It's a little weird footing, but
I really enjoy.
not as difficult. Tapping pars for the rest, and we're on to hole 5.
He literally called Philo out yesterday for
And hole 5 is 399 feet, dead straight. Kind of bends a little to the left, but you just want to throw a medium stability hyzer and just kind of let it float down to the basket.
Yeah, you've got this one tree directly off the tee pad that really you shouldn't have to worry about, but it can be in your head a little bit. And you just want to flip one up just like Andrew's doing here. Wow.
And just do that.
Again, just perfection from Andrew Presnell. DG looking to match that shot.
It's also looking good.
Yep. Oh, some late turn, maybe?
I don't know.
It looks to be it's
It's
probably
close
somewhere
to pin
in,
high, probably.
somewhere in circle 2. Nathaniel, lots of hyzer on this. So that might be tight. Oh, but he's got.
Oh, he
wow,
crushed it.
Whoa! Just
What?
blowing by the basket. I mean, that looked tight and too much hyzer to my eyes, but just has all the power he needs. And he's 80 long. And just a smooth operator here from Jake. Just not quite the power he needed.
oh yay.
Get going. Just a
That's
little long, but that's fine.
fine. Still a tricky
And-
putt in the wind, but
Nathaniel thought we were in the position that doesn't exist, apparently.
yeah,
Let's get up.
that was kind of a crazy amount of power on that shot.
How did you give it that bid?
Yeah, DG went slightly long down the hill a little bit. And that's what happens. You kind of got to keep it on a hyzer. If it flips at all, you're not going to get the ground play towards the basket. You're just going to leak down the hill to the right.
See if Jake can get the putting going.
Yeah, he needs this for his par.
There it is. Low left. But it's in the basket. Gets the par.
Yeah, this hole just playing just barely over par.
DG with the tap in 3 as well.
They're close.
Prez with the 2. That amazing shot again. And Nathaniel tapping in his 3 as well.
On to hole 6, we got 339 feet over the valley, back uphill, and tucked in behind these big, tall pine trees. You can't really see it from the tee, so you're just basically playing a wide blind hyzer and trying to clear those pines.
That's looking good.
Yep.
Yep. Pin high, didn't get the skip, but it's still right inside the circle, maybe edge of circle 2.
Yeah, it's a deceiving hole because it says 339, but I think you have to play it so wide and get it to come left late, so it's definitely playing longer than that.
Yep, that's really good. Circle 1.
Jake just ripping it high and wide. Get some push. Whoa.
And the cameraman's there.
Yeah, almost aced him.
DG giving a baby bit at it.
Yeah, just a little high on that one, but good run.
Well, Jake's long.
Yeah. Jake has, this is just such an easy shot for him. And still not quite there with the putt yet, but Andrew just a bit low, but a good pace.
Daniel, well, 20-25. He gets the 2.
Yeah, that's
a
good
great
too.
2. Sue's kind of similar to La Vista, where the par 3s are just hard to get, just long, have to be in the correct spot to even have a chance, especially when it's windy like this.
Yeah, there's really no gimmies out here. Got to earn every single one. There's not a must-get hole on this course.
I'm throwing inside gap next hole. Are you?
Prez predicting the future here. So going into hole 7, we have the drone flyover through the middle gap. 315, kind of throwing a turnover, trying to get into these trees. That's a little right. There is another gap that I know Prez is going. It's because he just said it.
Yeah, I like the forehand play that Nathaniel's doing here. It's kind of hard to get all the way for a birdie look, but it's a very safe play that'll get you some sort of look almost every time. And it's weird because you're like throwing over this little hump again. Can't see the basket. It's like a very typical Sioux kind of hole.
And then there's that gap.
Yeah, and that gap is not easy to hit. And wow, just
That's a great roll.
that rolled right. It's like it's on a magnet. I mean,
Looks like
That's a great-
DG might be going this gap too.
yeah. And hits it well, but a
Oh.
little inside.
Yep.
You convinced me.
That
It
gap
looked
is
triple.
not that big.
No, it really isn't. Maybe 3-4 feet, and it's about 50 feet off the tee pad, so not an easy shot to do. As Jake
I don't trust myself. Like,
leaves his forehand early release, kicks out to the right though, which might be,
As long as he's not in that tree.
yeah.
And he just has the best window possible.
Yeah, that's a pretty lucky result. Let's see if he can get up and down. Nice.
Yep,
That-
puts himself inside circle.
yeah. It's gonna be a tricky putt with the wind and the basket kind of uphill.
Yeah, I would say the gap Prez and DG took is probably the best way to do it, and taking the forehand down the middle kind of splits in the open. for a really easy 3, and you have a little bit at it.
Derek gave it a good run, just a bit short, but this is not an easy hole to birdie.
Jake gets the putt in. That one looked a lot more confident. Good putt by Nathaniel for the 3. And again, Prez is just putting last for birdie.
Yeah, just parking it again.
Yep, and another 2.
Yeah, only 3 2s on the day on this hole. Prezi, and then Mason North and Richard French.
Welcome to Van Man Discs.
This place is beautiful. You play disc golf right out the door.
Van Man Discs, located at 1524 Clinton Hills Parkway in Swansea. Open every day. VanManDiscs.com.
Shout out to Justin Doan, Van Man Disc, for sponsoring. And now we're on to hole 8. It's a par 3, downhill, tight hyzer, playing very short, and also very left. So you've got one of these big trees right off the tee pad, and you just beat it and get left. And that's how you park it. This looks wide. Yeah,
and that's 9 in 9's fairway.
Yeah, that's what happens. You swing it out wide because it's just naturally what the hyzer wants to do, and you go way down the hill towards 9's tee pad. And that's also long, but it stayed up. Didn't go down into 9's fairway. This looks like a good angle.
This one's looking really good. Yep. That's kind of the typical tree to land by.
Here's Jake. Looking to get a skip. He does. Oh, a little early, actually. But still putting from just outside the circle, probably.
Praz has this like over the top putt, I think. Yep. It's a really good bid from where he is.
Yeah, drops it in, tap in pars. Completely okay here. Oh,
that's a great bid.
That was a nice floaty bid from Nathaniel. Good to hit metal and not roll away there. Man, Derek's got a pretty good look.
There it is. Good putt.
Yeah, great putt there from Derek to get his first birdie of the round.
I think Jake has a line here.
Yeah, he's actually closer than I thought.
Good putt by Jake.
Yep, nice 2 there. Inching his way back to even par for the round. Prezi not giving anything away here, just getting up and down and getting his birdies. He's got a comfortable lead at this point, and he's looking to just kind of waltz through the rest of this course and take it down.
How come there's a disc on the ground? First I was like, why is he just standing there still? I'm like, oh no. I figured
Nathaniel taking his time. DG razzing the cameraman.
today's the day I quit.
On to hole 9, 456 foot. It's really uphill, really wooded, and then you just try to get to about right here. And we're actually going a little farther than this basket, and it's just kind of wide open after that downhill. If you can get out the gap, that's your one and only goal in this hole.
Yeah, The hardest part about this hole is this first shot. It's maybe 25, 30 feet of elevation through a tunnel. And if you hit early and don't get out the gap, it's very hard to get up and down for par.
DG gets it really well. So does Jake.
Yeah, a couple of nice shots there. In great position. You don't even need like a whole lot of distance here. You just got to get up there.
Yep. As long as you're out and on top, you're fine.
And
Just like this.
Also excellent. Nathaniel ripping one, and
That's really far.
That's a smash. That'll be a pretty easy upshot.
Trying to go into the branches.
Yeah,
Keep it out of the wind also.
looked like he kind of maybe had a tough footing there. Kind of turfs it a little bit. Here's Andrew, and this is just perfect position and a very simple hyzer play for him.
Goes a little long.
Yeah,
But he should have that.
pretty routine inside the circle putt there for him. Derek also in great position over here and very routine hyzer.
Yep.
That'll
Great
be
throw.
Tap in 3. And Nathaniel got way up there. He's just tossing a putter at it.
Yep. Textbook.
And Jake just chipping up a forehand, hoping to get close.
Does just that.
So here's Andrew's birdie look. This would put him 4 down for the round. It's a pretty good start for the front 9, especially in the windy conditions today. And he drains it.
Jake clean up his par.
Oh, no.
Nubbed.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I don't know if he like caught the nub or hit the ring that holds the chains. I'm not really sure, but that'll be a bogey for Jake, and Nathaniel taps in his par, or I'm sorry, his birdie. So puts him at 1 under. Derek also tapping in a birdie. Shouting out the camera. He goes to 2 down on the round.
Yep, and that ends the front 9 of the Passage at Sioux. Going through it, we have Prez at 4 under for the round, Jake at 2 over, Nathaniel for 1 under, and DG for 2 under.